Hello everyone. Today I'm going to discuss about electrical engineering in brief. Okay, so let me start by introducing all the subjects. There are mainly 11 subjects in this course, electrical engineering. Okay, and the subjects are, so this is the first subject of electrical engineering, that is network theory, and this subject is also known as circuit analysis. Okay, so network theory is also known as circuit analysis. This is the first and basic chapter of electrical engineering. In this subject you will learn KVL, KCL, Ohm's law, and all the network theorems. Network theorems. You have already learned four network theorems: Thevenin's theorem, Norton's theorem, superposition theorem, and maximum power transfer theorem in basic electrical engineering. Okay, but in this case you will learn it thoroughly, and there will be AC analysis also. Okay, in our basic electrical subject we have only applied the DC supply, but in case of network theory we will show the AC supply also in the network theorems. Overall, this will be same for network theory and basic electrical. These are same network theorems, but the only specialty is we will apply the AC supplies also. Okay, so this is the first chapter of our first subject of electrical engineering. One more important thing in the network theory is known as transient analysis. Transient analysis, which is very important. Transient analysis, okay, is very important and should be learned by someone. Number two, the next subject is electromagnetic field theory, okay, shortly known as EMT. We have brief idea about electromagnetic field as we have learned it in class 12. Okay, so now you have to clear all the concepts related to electric flux, electric field, magnetic field, electric force, magnetic force, and all types of derivations and Cartesian form, polar form, all will be taught in this subject. So electromagnetic field. Number three is analog electronics. Okay, analog electronics and analog electronics and digital electronics. Okay, so these are the two subjects from electronics part. Electronics. Okay, you have already some idea about electronics because you have learned in basic electronics such as diode, transistor. Okay, op amp. You've already done this before in the basic electronics part, but we'll have the best or clear concept about these parts: diode, transistor, op amp in analog electronics. And in case of digital electronics, you've already learned AND, OR, NOT, NOR, NAND, this type of gates. Okay, so now you will apply these gates to implement various complicated ICs like 8085 microprocessor. And one thing more, there will be also one kind of concept of flip-flop. Okay, flip-flop, which is very important. Flip-flop, latch. So this you will learn in digital electronics. Number 5, electrical machines. Okay, and maybe this subject will be taught in two parts: electrical machine 1 and electrical machine 2. So this subject is taught in two parts: electrical machine 1 and electrical machine 2. So in electrical machine 1 there will be transformer, DC machine, induction motor. Okay, three-phase induction motor in electrical machine 1. And electrical machine 2 there will be single phase induction motor, single phase induction motor, and synchronous alternator or synchronous motor or synchronous machine. Okay, so electrical machine 1 and electrical machine 2. Then the next subject is control system. Okay, the control system has also two parts: control system 1 and control system 2. See, this control system 1 is about the introduction part of control system, the transfer function and the analysis of closed loop transfer function and open loop transfer function. All these parts are here. And control system 2, the specialty of control system 2 is it is non-linear type. Okay, and frankly speaking, control system 1 is much easier than control system 2, because in control system 2 you have to analyze with non-linear systems which are very complicated. The seventh subject is power system 1, and this subject also have two parts, power system 1 and PS2, which means power system 2. Okay, in power system 1 you will learn the Lambda and distributed elements and how to calculate the shunt capacitance, series capacitance of a transmission line. And in the power system 2 you will deal with the faults, line faults and phase faults. It may be symmetrical fault or maybe unsymmetrical fault. So these faults will be learned in power system 2. Eighth subject, that is power electronics. Okay, this is the most important subject of electrical engineering, most important, and many concepts are there in power electronics. You have to remember all the concepts of this power electronics, then you will be able to answer all the questions. Otherwise, if you lack in any concept, then you will not be able to answer any of the question. It's very conceptual. Okay, so power electronics, the most important subject of electrical engineering. And one thing more, without having a clear idea about electrical machine, it is really complicated to analyze the power electronics circuits. Okay, so first you have to learn at least electrical machine 1 very well, then you can be able to analyze the power electronic circuits. The ninth subject is electrical measurement. It's very important. The electrical measurement subject is very important. I hope you all remember about the Wheatstone bridge, which you have learned in class 12. Wheatstone bridge, and depending on the Wheatstone bridge, on the principle of Wheatstone bridge, there will be Maxwell bridge, Anderson bridge, where you can determine the unknown value of inductance, capacitance, resistance, and there will be also one kind of resistance measurement. This is high value of resistance, medium value of resistance, lower value of resistance, Megger test. Everything you will learn in electrical measurement. The 10th subject, which is very important but may not be taught in the college, it will be signal and system. And in the signal and system, we will have the better idea about Laplace transformation, Fourier transformation, Z transformation. You will have complete idea about these three transformations in signal and system. Okay, but it may not be taught in the college, but I will make sure that I will complete the whole syllabus in my lectures, so that you will have no problem. And if you are preparing for GATE, then you should learn this subject, signal and system. So as I said, that power electronics is one of the most important subject of electrical engineering. Now if you are preparing for GATE, then you must complete at least these 6 subjects first. Okay, and network theory, you should start with network theory first. Okay, it's a basic chapter of electrical engineering, because without having the clear idea about network theory, you cannot understand all these subjects. Okay, these are interlinked with each other. If you don't understand network theory very well, some of the students may think, sir, I have better idea about network theory, so they neglect this subject. And after that, when they try to analyze the electrical engineering, electrical circuits in power electronics or electrical machine, they face some problems while calculating power, apparent power. So you should have better idea about network theory. Otherwise, don't try all these subjects. First have better idea about network theory. Okay, and one more thing, I'm not saying that don't cover these subjects. No, I have no one to say that, but I'm just saying that if you want to sit for GATE, then you should have the better idea about these subjects. Okay, and then after completing these 6 subjects, then focus on the other subjects like electromagnetic theory, analog electronics, digital electronics, and electrical measurement. And again, I'm saying these 2 subjects are also important. Okay, these 2 subjects are also important, very important. Analog electronics contains diode, transistor, op-amp, various things. And digital electronics, okay, one more thing is in digital electronics, that is 8085 microprocessor. 8085 microprocessor. And if you are appearing for GATE, then you should learn it, 8085. Now the 11th part. Okay, the 11th subject, which is more or less same in all the same streams, that is engineering mathematics. Okay, now this engineering mathematics have 3 parts, part 1, part 2, and part 3. So maths 1, Maths 2 and Maths 3. Some students say that the Maths 3 is most complicated in this series, but I will complete all the syllabus of Maths, so there will be no problem, so don't worry. So this was the basic idea about electrical engineering, and if you are appearing for GATE or trying to prepare for your semester exam, so just follow the basic rule, okay? Don't try to neglect this subject, network theory. Without understanding this theory subject, you will not be able to analyze all these subjects. It is never possible, okay? So try to go with the basic network theory, and if someone have any problem in the basic electrical engineering, he or she can clear it in this subject, okay? And if you try to neglect this subject, remember my words, you will never be able to analyze these subjects, never, okay? So first start with network theory.